We're on the Mount Roberts Trail. It starts off pretty easy. We're right next to the horse stables over there. So this part here is kind of like an old carriage road or something. It's pretty wide, relatively flat, not too lumpy or rocky or rooty or anything. There are a lot of old carriage roads running through the property up here at Castle in the Clouds, since it used to be an old estate, and they had lots of people visiting, and they'd take them for tours up through the mountains. There is a little snow here, but I don't have my snowshoes on. I brought them with me. They're just taking a ride on my backpack. I do have my spikes on just for a little bit of extra traction in the snow. It's not too icy or too slippery or too mushy. It's a pretty decent consistency for snow. So up here, they don't really have painted blazes on the trees, although you can see an old one there. Right now they're using these little colored diamonds that are nailed to the trees instead. You can see that orange blaze there's kind of been painted over, it looks like. It's either been painted over or it's just wearing off that much, but now they use these diamonds instead. That, I don't know, maybe they last longer. I don't know if they're metal or plastic or what. Yeah, I think they're plastic. It's like a really hard plastic. It never looks as steep as it is on the camera, but I just stopped here for a piece of cheese and a couple of sips of cinnamon tea before I head up this steep section here. This is probably the steepest section I've encountered so far. Everything else has been pretty much a really gentle grade or flat. So, I mean, it's still not steep compared to some things in the White Mountains, but considering I haven't done any kind of substantial hike since September, this is going to be quite a bit of effort for me to get up this. I'll probably end up speeding up this section and taking the sound out so you don't hear all my heavy breathing going up the hill. So you can tell I'm out of breath, but the reward for coming up the steep section is that we are at a viewpoint. So we're gonna head over and take in the view over Lake Winnipesaukee. It's just a short little spur. You can even kind of see it as you're coming up the top of the steep section. It kind of bends out off to the left from the trail. And here we are. I'll set my things down here and zoom in a little bit here. So there is Gunstock on the right, Mount Belknap on the left, looking over Lake Winnipesaukee. And over this way, we have Red Hill. There's a fire tower right on top of that part right there. You might not be able to see it on here. But even if all you do is come up to this little viewpoint, it's totally worth it. I think we're approaching the false summit. Definitely out of the woods for now. We'll be going back in. You'll see that later. This trail teases you a bit. Twice now I thought I was coming up to the false summit, but apparently it was two other false summits that I forgot about. So it's been just long enough since I've hiked this that I don't remember how many false summits there are until you get to the main false summit. So it kind of looks like I might be approaching it soon. We are getting some views off to the right that I can see with my eyes, but the camera phone won't be able to see because of the trees in the way. So I hope I'm coming up to the false summit, the real one, but We'll see when we get there. Now this might be the false summit up here. Just maybe. Little cairn. There we go. Zoom in a little. There is Gunstock on the right, Belknap on the left. Lake Winnipesaukee in front of it. Oh, I better zoom out. Over there's Mount Shaw, I believe. One of those there is Turtleback, I think. Bald Knob's over that way, I believe. But that way is where we're going. Not sure, because I think we're headed over that way. I'm not sure if I don't think we loop back that way. I think that might be Faraway Mountain. I'm not certain. But off we go. There was a little bit more false summit left. This is one of my favorite parts of the trail. So we're at the summit, and something I did not think we would see today because it is kind of hazy, but right there, that white thing is Mount Washington. Over there to the right is Chicora. To the left, Passaconaway and Whiteface. Every time I hike this mountain, I always think the view coming down is even better than the view going up or the view at the top, because it just opens up right in front of you like this. You don't have to remember to stop and turn around and look at it. It's just right there for you to see.